Hello and welcome back to InfoFlow from home. Today is Thursday, March 11th, and I'm Hunter.
And I'm Kanaya. In local news, Montgomery County has surpassed 64,273 cases of COVID-19 as of Wednesday, March 10th.
In a town hall on Tuesday, Governor Larry Hogan announced Maryland will start lifting limits on indoor dining for bars, restaurants, and other establishments. This means that starting this Friday, capacity limits for indoor dining will be increased to 50%. The executive order also relaxes restrictions on retail businesses, religious facilities, fitness centers, and indoor recreational centers. However, local health officials still have the option to impose tighter restrictions if they'd like. Montgomery County Health Officer Dr. Travis Gale said that the county might lift some restrictions if COVID cases continue to decrease, but at the moment, they have no plans to do so.
In national news, the House of Representatives passed a landmark $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill on Wednesday. The bill passed on a narrow 220 to 211 vote, nearly according to party lines. The bill provides up to $1,400 in direct payments to American adults this year and extends $300 weekly unemployment benefits until September. It also puts hundreds of billions of dollars towards COVID-19 vaccines and treatments, as well as ailing industries such as travel and entertainment.
Now let's take a look at some of Blair's reopening plans.
Hey Blazers! In case you couldn't make it to the parent meeting on Blair's reopening plan, here's a little bit of what you can expect if you're going back. So, the CDC has determined that if new case numbers are between 70 and 140 per 2 weeks, then we're safe to go back for partial in-person reopening. Right now, we're at 83.1 cases, so we're all in the clear. Okay, so we meet the numbers, but who is going back when? Well, there's two phases. The first is the support model phase, and the second is the simultaneous model phase. The support model phase will include these groups, and the simultaneous model phase will include these groups. Refer to these dates to see when your group will be returning. Now onto what the schedule will look like. Well, there's a period between 7:30 and 8:50 for when students can arrive in the morning. This is to allow for the new bus schedule, which will pick kids up in waves and allow for social distancing. The rest of the schedule is as usual, with A days and B days alternating, and with Wednesday as a virtual check-in day. However, you won't be going to school every single day of every single week. If you go back for in-person learning, there will be 4 groups that will go to school on a rotating calendar, which means that you'll only be in the building 2 days every other week. It'll look something like this. Thanks for watching! Go to these links or this QR code for more information about the reopening plan. Also, tune in next time when we'll give a more in-depth look into Blair's reopening plan. See you next time, Blazers!
Remember to stay tuned for more information.
Blair Difference Makers are starting a knitting group for middle and high schoolers beginning in late March. They will be knitting hats, blankets, and or scarves for an hour or 2 each week on Zoom and donating them to local homeless shelters. No experience is needed, you'll get SSL hours, and supplies will be provided. If you are interested, please fill out the form at the link below.
Seniors, listen up for some important information about finishing up your high school career.
Hey class of 2021, I'm here with some important announcements and information about graduation, prom, and other end-of-year festivities. First off, our last day of school will be May 28th. This is subject to change based on the type of graduation ceremony we will be having, but for now, mark your calendars. Speaking of graduation, there are 3 possibilities. The first is an in-person ceremony June 2nd at UMBC. The second option is an in-person graduation on the Blair athletic field. And the third option is a virtual ceremony. We are waiting for the results of the form sent out by Nick Asante where seniors submitted their preferred option. Please remember that Blair wants to celebrate you and your accomplishments safely, so the final decision will be determined based on health metrics. MCPS has graciously agreed to pay for all caps and gowns, but you still need to pay for your commencement fee. Please check the front page of the Blair website for the link as well as the link to order Class of 2021 t-shirts. As of now, the scheduled prom date is May 1st at University of Maryland. But prom will only be happening if it is safe to do so, which will be determined by the county. Finally, if you have committed to college or a career and would like to share it with your classmates, make sure to DM blazers.2021 on Instagram with your picture, college or career, and intended major. Thanks, Blazers, and have a great rest of your senior year.
Keep an eye out for more updates about graduation.
Well, that's all for today's show. Check out our website at bnconline.net to submit any announcements, and follow us on Instagram at bnc.infoflow and on Twitter at bncblair. We'll be back on Monday with the latest edition of InfoFlow from home. Remember to wash your hands, avoid touching your face, and follow social distancing guidelines. Have a terrific Thursday and stay safe, Blazers.